Hey guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name's Hudah, bringing you around the crypto AI ecosystem in just 30 minutes a day. We are live over on Abstract. We are live on X. We're live over on YouTube as well. Wherever you're at, hit the like on the show. It does help push that in the algorithm, man. It does help a ton. But come over to the YouTube side and make sure you subscribe over here. Did I not update that description? Hang on, guys. I'll get that after the fact, but okay, nailed it. Anyway, come over here, subscribe to the channel. It is CryptoSlam over on YouTube. Guys, if you can't catch these streams live, I get it. You're busy folks. I get it. But you catch those replays right over here. And that's both the morning show called Chain Reactor and also this show right here, the Swarm Report. Yeah. Just catch up on them over there and catch the backlog. Some really, really good shows here, especially lately. And some big guests coming up here soon. Spoke with another founder yesterday of an AI project you're all familiar with. That will be on the show next week. Cannot wait to announce that officially. Also follow us on X at SlamAI_XYZ and our flagship AI agent. It is the Swarm_AI. Virtual ACPs are going to be live really, really soon. We'll be right in the thick of all that. The Swarm will be in the Autonomous Hedge Fund and Trading DAO, alongside some other big names like AIXBT and Loki and DGenC, and man, just some great ones. Cannot wait to show off more on that front. Right now, I'll just show off the Swarm token, which is looking pretty darn good here. How high did we get? Let's see. Well, looking at like FDV, hit 3 mil again. What does that put the market cap? I guess like 1.5 ish right now, 1.3 mil market cap, looking really, really decent. Again, this is all ahead of terminal and utility and even being live functioning in the ACP, in the Swarm. So I don't know, whatever. I'm biased, but I think he's looking spicy. Now, I mentioned this update about virtuals yesterday. I don't think I found the tweet yesterday to show on air, and so I wanted to make sure to hit it today because I do think it's a big deal. Virtuals, we're going to look at the token, is absolutely on fire. I mean, everybody is realizing that it is the next season of AI and that virtuals wasn't just a last season platform. They're going to be one of the main drivers here of crypto AI and agents here this time around. So I wanted to make sure you guys saw this is Luca Curran, who's the head of AI and DePIN, which is Decentralized Physical Infrastructure at Base. He's now in the Virtuals Partner Network. So again, if I showed it yesterday and just forgot, sorry, but it's worth it even to see it twice. It's a big deal. It does bring the official Base team much closer to this stuff that we're all, so bullish on. I could say that. Let's check in with our buddy Billy Betts. This is an AI agent who is betting on sporting events. Yesterday, went 5-5 betting the MLB money line, bet $10,000, ended up being up $1,100. Really, really solid day there for Billy Betts. Now in total, 103 wins, 101 losses, with a minus 3.39 ROI. Thinking of what other sports are coming up that he might be betting on, but NBA playoffs getting deep. I'm trying. Yeah, I guess we head into the kind of quiet season. Maybe until the NFL starts up, August, September, but a lot of baseball games to bet on. So he'll be pretty darn active there. Let's take a look at the crypto AI market, which scorcher here, really, really hot past 24 hours. You can see right here, we're up over 11%, $9.53 billion market cap. It's the highest I've seen us in months. And you're probably feeling that energy out there, and you're seeing blockchain. Yeah, meme coins are man, definitely active. And that's the AI stuff that we're looking here, but also just meme coins in general looking pretty darn good. Your top agents by market cap. I see this every day because we've had no surprises, but I'm not expecting anything surprising here. It is Fart Coin on top, then Turbo, Ket, AIXBT, and Toshi. Over to infrastructure, it's FET. Virtual, again, look at them here, up almost 30% in the past 3 days, $1.13 billion market cap. I mean, just cooking these virtuals guys, and the token. Yeah. AI16Z, Ask Venice, and then Prompt. And then in DeFi, we have Venice, HeyAnon, Griffane, Cortex, and Olos. Yeah, no surprises. We're seeing these names here every day. We might need to start reviewing a little further down to see who's kind of creeping up on them. I'll give some thought to that. Although we're going to have plenty of things to talk about as we get into the Genesis launches. Not today, but that's coming soon. Finally, we'll check Mindshare. And definitely noticing virtual's rocking here. But we have Fart Coin on top here, virtual, AIXBT, Open Ledger, and then Cope. Yeah, I think Cope is kind of creeping up the charts here. Was not there yesterday. This might be Cope's first time in the top 5 here, so love to see it. All right, let's dial it into my favorite coins out there in AI, starting with AIXBT. Wow. Yeah, wow. Up 34, almost 35% to $175 million market cap. I mean, man, AIXBT got as low as what? 60 mil? Did we get to 50 mil? Here's in the 60s for sure. Yeah, safe to say it was in the 60s. There's 68 mil. That might have been its low. But from 68 mil up to 175, you had a man, almost a 3x if you time the bottom of this token. And we're going to see a lot of that across AI here. In fact, I think we're going to see a lot higher. Just personal opinion there. I think this AI stuff's about to cook big time. Ask Venice. Up 13% to $128 million market cap. It's how I kind of feel out some of the new infrastructure kind of plays. Here's ARK, also same vein here. Up almost 10%, 64 mil market cap. I don't know what it is with ARK that I'm so fixated on it. Why I'm really watching to see if this one bounces back. Was at 1.4, 500 mil market cap. Like everything pulled back in the bear, but does it have, guys, got to 600 mil market cap, right? So this was a monster of a token. Are people going to value the old stuff the same way? And, until they deliver something new or, maybe some kind of rewards to holders, I'm not sure, but that's why I watch it so closely. We have Prompt, one of the newer tokens that launched here. Just seeing how people value the new DeFi type products here, down just over 2%, 88 mil market cap. And then we get to the more pure meme coins, starting with the one that started all this, the crypto agentic kind of sector here. It's GOAT, up 4.15% to an $85 million market cap. So not bad. And I have no bet on GOAT. I don't hold any tokens, but personally, if I were picking one to bet on, for me, it would be GOAT. It would be. Because GOAT's little brother, right? The second token in the Truth Terminal ecosystem is Fart Coin, which is on an absolute tear, down just 0.22%, but still that $1.19 billion market cap. But as significant as that price, guys, it's the holder count. And that might be really, really hard to see down here, guys, but Fartcoin crossed 150,000 holders. This is a major, major token. It's a major meme coin. It has appeal way outside of AI. So born in AI, yes, but becoming a mainstream meme coin phenomenon, yeah. And I'd probably argue it's got a lot higher it can go. I think maybe normies, probably most normies haven't even heard of Fartcoin yet. And I think when they do, I think this one's going to resonate with a lot of people. I really like it. We've got a little virtuals update here for you guys, which is on a daily basis, they're giving out their version points, right? From holding tokens, you earn version points. So even holding Swarm, you're going to earn these version points. You also get them for staking in different protocols like Vader. I believe like DGenC also has staking here, but also creating content. If you create content, you'll earn points. Buying the Genesis launches also gets you points as well. So there's a lot of ways to earn these points, guys. But what most people might not know is if you sell your Genesis launch tokens, you're not eligible for points for maybe just a day or so, okay? So some people weren't understanding why they didn't get points in the past 24 hours, and it's because they sold their tokens. Tell you what, I really, really like this. They call it like a cooldown period, which I like that. Instead of it being a penalty, you know what? They called it a penalty here, right? Penalty for people who paper-handed Genesis launches. There was another tweet where the same person said, look, it's more like a cooldown period. And I like that framing of it. I think that actually works better. If you sold, you hopefully made some money, but since you did, let's let some other people get a chance in here too. So you sit out for the next day or so, others get a chance in here. I like it. I just do. Assuming people are up on these, and they typically are on the Genesis launches, spread the love around here a bit. Anyway, I like that. I like the cooldown period. And maybe I'll change my mind if I end up making some money trading that, and then I have to sit out the next day. I could change my mind. We shall see. Hey, Anon has an update here, and this is actually a really cool one, announcing that they're now part of the Binance Alpha projects, which is actually a Binance listing. So, yeah, the HeyAnon token will be listed on Binance in a different section for Alpha projects. It's going to have an Alpha tag on it, so people will know. Highly speculative. It's new. It's not quite the same as just being listed on their exchange with everything else. It's in its own section, but that is a big milestone for any project. I mean, everybody wants to be on Binance, and it doesn't matter if it's alpha or not. So really cool update from these guys, but also a product update here. This one's really neat here too. It's called Prompt to Earn. More specifically, what this is an integration with Beefy Finance. And with Beefy Finance, it's going to let you farm yield. It's as simple as that. You can prompt this agent or their terminal, ask it to find you the best yield out there, find you the most rewarding pools. And again, just via command, via a prompt here, it'll take your money and actually stake it in these pools. So it's an easy way to do that yield farming. Yes, you can use the tool to move money around and bridge and convert tokens, and send your friends some crypto. But yeah, you can use it to actually find some great places to earn out there, which is pretty darn awesome. And if you're not looking to actually just put your money in those pools and earn that yield, if you're just trying to do research, it does that too. So you can use it for alpha, for discovery, just to find the best places to stake your money. So really cool update from those guys. We got another update as we do daily from Neurobro. I will say here, this is one of my favorite agent ecosystems out there. I don't want to say just agent because it's more than that, but Neurobro is giving me the tingles, right? Like those spider sense tingles. I think Neurobro is going to have a pretty hot couple months ahead of it. Today, I'm going to double check the date. It is today. Today they're showing off their new app. The app isn't live yet, but they're showing a little sneak peek at it, or more specifically, like what it can do. And it's got some cool features. So in this app, right, you'll be able to analyze tickers. You'll be able to get alpha, things that he does in Telegram right now, right, in the terminal. What you'll be able to do in the app, though, is give it photos, give it charts, and it'll actually analyze those charts and give you alpha based right on that, which I think is awesome. Now, I bet you ChatGPT can do that right now to some degree, and there's probably some other AI products out there, but Neurobro is just stacking features and stacking features and stacking features. So he's a pretty comprehensive little ecosystem there. And by the way, he happens to have the biggest following on TikTok out of any AI agents out there. So Neurobro, again, I think he's a winner in the making and already doing pretty darn good here in the short term. We have an update from AIXCB launching their alpha terminal, or I should say it's alpha access to their terminal. And this was just this morning, I believe. Could have been, actually yesterday. So yesterday, that terminal access opened up. But beyond that, they announced a token buyback, also a token burn. And man, from years ago in this space, that used to be frowned on. It feels like maybe artificially propping up the price of your token. These days, don't care. And I don't think I'm alone with that. Look, people don't want to leave their money parked in a token if it's losing value. It just is what it is. If this is one of those mechanisms you have that you can use to actually keep that price propped up a bit, dude, go for it. Go for it. I'm all for this at this point. In fact, I actually would hope my team would be considering the floor like that. So I like that. Pilot 3, also the same thing, guys. Buying back tokens and burning tokens. This is, at this point, normal in the space. But again, I just got to say, I'm all for that kind of thing. Think of even NFTs and burning supply in a collection. All it does is just make it harder for others to get in. But if the demand's there, if the product is there, can be great for the price. We have an announcement of a product or a launch over on auto.fun. That's the ELIZA OS token launchpad. And this is called Astra. It's an AI-powered payment layer for the Lightning Network. So getting AI touching, getting real close to Bitcoin. No, we got to say that's Bitcoin, right? Settle Lightning invoices with stable coins from any chain, gasless, cross-chain, and the first payment mining to Lightning. I'm not sure what that is exactly, but it sounds great. I don't know what that actually means. But they have their pay token, which powers AI agents, and it's a payment flow token, fuel stable coin payments on Lightning. and then gains value via protocol revenue. All things that sound great. We'll see it in action and how it works. But yeah, you get AI that's touching anything on Bitcoin, and I'm instantly a fan. So I dig that. Visa. This one I think is really interesting since we talk about agents and them having tokens to spend. Well, Visa, I think, gets that. I mean, who doesn't get it? But Visa gets it. And what they're doing is, guys, not just giving agents tokens, they're going the complete other way. They're giving them credit cards. Is this even a protocol? Let me see. Visa Intelligent Commerce. Okay. AI agents that can find, shop, and buy. So they are agents, but it's agents that are connected to credit cards. Again, I like that. I think agents autonomously buying, selling, trading, whatever makes a ton of sense. This feels like a light version of it. And I would like my agent to be using its own token as a way to incentivize it. And I do think that's where we're heading in crypto AI. As we're thinking about this whole, does an agent need a token or not? It's part of that conversation. I still argue that they don't need it. They're better for it. And especially yesterday, after talking about that Now's Research that new model, what was it? Referential learning or reference learning. You're trying to find different, I guess, incentives for agents to learn. Whatever can make them smarter, better is the direction you should be pushing. I think these agents having crypto more than a credit card gets them that way, right? They're probably incentivized to make their value go up if they're going to be purchasing with their token. Then the more their token is worth, then the more affordable things are for them. I don't know. There's something there. I'm still thinking through it as is everybody else, but whatever. Back to Visa. Credit cards tied to agents. Yay, they're heading the right direction. I like that. Anthropic announced integrations. This is really interesting. A new way to connect your apps and tools to Claude. So this isn't quite MCP, which is Model Context Protocol. It's a way to connect applications to agents, but it sounds very similar. Integrations, a whole bunch of applications tied into Claude. And it also is tied into like some deeper type of research. So they announced here you can connect Asana, Intercom, Linear, Zapier, whole bunch of applications. PayPal you see on the list. Anybody else we recognize? Cloudflare, Square. Okay, so some pretty great connections. Stripe now connecting in the Claude ecosystem. I got to figure out how that differs from MCP exactly. But now connected with these applications, you can do these deep research queries on Claude. Some of these will take up to 45 minutes, which might not sound like a great thing, but I think it is if you want something very comprehensive. So 45-minute searches with all these connected apps, man, AI is just getting smarter. And maybe to some degree, you can trust the output of it even more. Interesting. Very interesting. A couple more quick updates for you guys, and I'll get you on your way. But DeepSeek has released Prover V2. So this was apparently a stealthy kind of update. It wasn't very loud. We'll just say it like that. But an update in the DeepSeek ecosystem here. ChatGPT, or OpenAI, I should say, saying goodbye to GPT-4. It's gone. If you go check ChatGPT, you don't see this model anymore. GPT-4 is gone at this point. 03, let me think. 03 and 4.0 are probably the primary models you're going to be using. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go look real quick and see. 03, 4.0. There's 04 mini. And if you pay for the pro version of this, you definitely can use 4.5. You get like 50 prompts a day or something like that. But yeah, as of today, 4 is officially gone. And we're waiting for the wider release of 4.5. At least I am. Now, in that same world, guys, this is a pretty big update. It's not necessarily AI, but it is OpenAI related. But World Token. You remember this thing, guys? You remember those orbs that are going to be all over the world and are going to scan your eyeballs, and it's scary as heck. Well, I don't know why, but it just seems scary as heck, right? That they have your iris data on record. You're not going to stop it. I'll say that. You're not going to stop it. And it is for the first time now launching here in the United States. That's coming later this week. Guys, it's actually today. Starting today in Austin, Texas, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Nashville, Miami, and San Fran. Now, all those cities, I don't know if it's live in all of them today, but I believe in Austin, Texas, it is live today. You walk up to these orb things, you scan your iris, and you are then going to connect it to an app. You're going to get some free world tokens. Look, I'm not going to lie. I would be tempted to do it because I like techie stuff. That said, I don't like the data being out there. I don't know. My mind just like kind of wanders and thinks of like worst case scenarios of what can happen with it. And as of right now, the benefit of it, I don't quite see other than token that might be worth something. But users, you get free world tokens, which can be used for seamless sign-ons in Minecraft, Reddit, Discord. Who cares? Just gonna be honest, who cares? So I'm missing something, or I don't know their full plan, or if it's just that simple, I don't get why you're scanning your eyeball for that. But it'd also be tied to a Visa card, which is interesting. What else? Age verification is coming too via it. I mean, as of right now, you just get a token, you can sell the token, and maybe that's enough for some people. But it is to create, yeah, I mean, here it is. Ultimately, the mission: create a global decentralized identity system to combat fraud. Okay. On paper sounds good. Kinda. Runway yesterday had a really nice update to their to what is this? Gen 4. It's called References. This is actually really, really cool. I'll give you the TLDR and we'll keep it really brief. You take a picture, you take a picture of a person, you take a picture of a landscape, and you put them in Runway. It's going to place that person in that landscape. And this is for videos and whatnot. And it keeps a nice, consistent image like of that person throughout that landscape. I think that's super cool. Let's play the example here. Let's do it with sound. So hang on. Yeah, Runway's incredible, guys. Okay, boom. We should have audio here in a second.
Sure. Let's do. All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Where do you want to start?
Let's do action.
Okay. Action.
My friend's band's playing on Friday. You should check them out.
That's really cool. It's really, really, really impressive. Wow. Yeah, I know people who use Runway, and it's like it's. I mean, Dan, you could say it's top of the line as far as like AI video creation. Killer. Nice update there. Look, I wasn't sure if I was going to bring this up because I don't know if it matters, but why the heck not? I saw the world's first open source AI video tool. I think neat, right? Because I've played around with some AI tools, video tools, and look, you're just limited in how many outputs you can make a month, and it takes so much prompting. And this one says it's unlimited. At the same time, it also says it's for less than 10% of the cost. So it sounds like there is a cost, but it's also saying it's free and open source, no time limits on videos over 30 seconds. I don't know. But either way, it's, if video creation is up your alley, might be worth checking out. Might be. The outputs look decent. We'll say that at least. But I do like creating AI videos. I've had fun with something like Sora. Suno or Sora? Yeah, Sora from ChatGPT or OpenAI, I should say. So you know what? Yeah, it's probably worth a try, especially if it's free. Pretty cool. Last couple stories here, guys. Nvidia claiming they're going to build their next generation tech here in the United States. This is why I'm so bullish, just in general. Really, I mean, I'm talking like trade wars and economy and crypto. It's everything. It's so tied together right now. But I'm bullish because of this. Because I'm hoping, believing, whatever, that we're going to have just an incredible period of growth coming here when we get through this very painful part. And by the way, I don't think the pain has even started yet. I do think that's coming very, very soon. But on the other side is hopefully some growth, some building in a way that we just haven't maybe seen in our lifetimes. I'm hopeful, at least, and it's because of announcements just like that. And we'll see how that plays out. That said, we got Nvidia and Anthropic kind of going at each other's throats here, which is, I don't know, pretty interesting here. Okay, there are rules in place where United States companies here in the States cannot sell their processors to China. Just that simple. And by the way, it's not doing any good because, the talk of the past 24, 48 hours is that we're not ahead of China with AI at all. I mean, if anything, we're ahead by this much, but really we're at the same place. And for all we know, they are actually ahead of us. I don't know. They don't have these IP restrictions like we have here. I imagine I can picture them being ahead of us in the very short term if they're not already. I can just see it. But TLDR here, guys. Anthropic is putting out some stories saying that look, these chips are being smuggled, and we need to lock this down even more because they're being smuggled in fake like pregnant bellies, and they're being smuggled in like lobster crates. It might be true. It might be. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But Nvidia is saying it's ridiculous and shouldn't even be putting that out there. That said, Nvidia doesn't want these restrictions. They don't, because part of their business is they want to sell their chips overseas. They absolutely do. So Nvidia thinks we should just like get it out there, figure out some other types of policies to try to, I don't know, keep pace with China. I think that's fair to say. And Anthropic is the complete other way. Either way, though, starting May 15th, we have some regulations going into effect here, some more restrictions on these chips being sold. And it sounds like Donald Trump is going to try to modify what this looks like. I don't know if it's going to be more friendly to China or less friendly to China. And I don't know if this is being used to help with the trade negotiations. I don't know, but that's coming. It's called the AI diffusion rule. And it's going to take effect here in 15 days. So it's definitely something we'll be talking about, I imagine, here over the next couple of weeks. It probably will matter, have some impact to the NFT market, and it will definitely have an impact to something like Nvidia stock price, which at points can affect the entire market, right? The broader stock market, but also that does have a ripple effect here to crypto. So we will keep an eye on that for sure. All right, guys, that is your daily update. AI, crypto, all kinds of wild stuff. Hit the like before you take off here. And finally, make sure you subscribe over to CryptoSlam over on YouTube. And also, you know what? You know what to do. Follow the Swarm AI over on X. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time on the Swarm Report. Guys, we'll see you. Peace.